Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT.Wealth. Today we are on week 4 of our dividend investing challenge. So let's get into it. Okay, welcome back everyone. Like I said, this is week 4 of our investing challenge where we are putting $50 every week into our dividend portfolio with M1 Finance. Now, if you are new here, you can find the first 3 parts of this series under the playlist section of our channel. Now, before we get into all those details, please make sure that you give us a like and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. As you may know, we are not doing this weekly investment challenge alone. So doing it alongside with us are our YouTube pals, Sam from MyFinancialFriend and Logan with Logan Fisher. So you can go check out their channels after this video. Sam is investing $100 per week and Logan is investing $25. So we have a really great range of investment price points so that there's something for everybody to follow along with. Just a reminder, and just as a heads up for anybody new watching this series, the whole point of doing this $50 a week investment challenge is to eventually grow this portfolio to a size where in about 25 years, we can hopefully receive about $2,000 a month in dividend income. So I did do some calculations in part 1 of this series with some projections there. And next episode, I am going to update that with all of our new holdings and show where we are on target with that. Obviously, at $50 a week, we're not trying to promote some like get rich quick scheme here. This is a long-term play. So this is an attainable amount, $50 a week, that's pretty manageable. And if you do it for a long period of time, we're just showing that exponential growth and how it can pay off for you in the end. Okay, so this week in our portfolio, we are adding 2 new stocks. So I'm going to cover those, and then we're going to go through a quick summary of all of our holdings and their performance so far. So the first new stock that we're adding this week is 3M. Their ticker is MMM. Now these guys are a big American manufacturing company. Those products include different abrasives, adhesive tape, related products, everything from Post-it notes to Scotch-Brite, Scotch tape, and even Durex. You can see a lot of well-known brands here. As for their dividend info, these guys are a quarterly paying company. Their dividend yield is 3.58%, and they've had dividend growth for over 61 years. Our second stock of the week is Realty Income, whose ticker is O. Now these guys are a REIT, or a real estate investment trust. Now when I say real estate investment, I am not talking about just the apartment complex down the street. We're talking about some really big names. This is a list of their top 20 tenants, and you can see some really big hitters there, especially those top few being Walgreens, 7-Eleven, Dollar General, so really large companies that are leasing from these guys. What I really love about Realty Income is that monthly dividend is supported by over 6,500 real estate properties under long-term leases. To date, this company has paid 600 consecutive common stock monthly dividends through its 51-year operating history and has increased that dividend 107 times. So like I mentioned there, that dividend is being paid monthly at a dividend yield of 4.44% currently, and dividend growth showing for 26 years. All right, so let's take a quick peek at our summary of all of our holdings and how they are doing thus far. So from the top down, we have our SPHD. This one is up 3.45% so far. It, along with Navi, are some of our bigger pieces of the pie in our M1 Finance. Navi is doing great right now at 9.13%. We have our T-Stock at 1.61%. Walgreens there with a little 0.15%. Shaw looking good at 4.8%. Pfizer, we are down slightly, but there has been a lot of movement with these guys lately. All of that chat around a potential vaccine. So definitely expecting a little more volatility with them. Now with M1, you can see our newest 2 stocks down there at the bottom. It hasn't been put through yet, but on the right-hand side, we have how much is going to be allocated in our pie to those stocks. So with M1 Finance's trading windows, those 2 new stocks are going to go through tomorrow about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be on Friday. I'm filming this Thursday night. So I had been receiving a few questions about the M1 Finance app, and I promise I'm going to try to eventually touch on all of those. But one thing I just want to highlight today is that if you want to have a DRIP feature or dividend reinvestment plan feature happening, you need to make sure that you have that auto invest turned on in your M1 Finance app. Keep in mind though that having this feature turned on will cause any cash balance sitting in your M1 Finance account to be distributed amongst your pie. So if you are depositing any extra money than what you're intending on investing, you do want to have that auto invest off. In my case, I've been doing $100 every 2 weeks and letting that $50 stay in cash until the next week for this series. So I do have it turned off right now. So any dividends that I am receiving at this time are just going into that cash balance to then be invested with the rest of that cash later. This is obviously not the long-term goal here. I love that drip feature. So my plan with this account is to get up to about 10 stocks, so kind of create my own dividend ETF, and then I'm going to turn that auto invest feature back on so I can just continuously contribute and let it go from there. Of course, from that point, we'll continue monitoring and adjusting our pieces of the pie as we see necessary. I just want to keep it to 10 solid stocks so that it doesn't become this massive, unmanageable thing. All right, that is my quick update for today on our newest stocks. Just a reminder, make sure you watch for next week because I'm going to go through all of that math again and update those projections on how we can reach that $2,000 a month of dividend income. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you following along? What do you think about these latest picks? And what are some of your favorite dividend stocks? Please make sure that you are subscribed, give us a thumbs up, and have an awesome day. Cheers.